Hello traders, what's good? It's TPT. So you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be looking at S&P 500, right? So a quick breakdown on this pair and why we're taking the actions that we're taking. Now, if you agree with me on the long run, this is on the monthly time frame. S&P 500 has been bullish since 2022. All right. So if you're just joining us, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and of course, you can ask your questions in the comment section and do it to like and share for others to learn from. All right. So on the monthly time frame, S&P 500 has been bullish. It's very bullish, clean bullish asset. All right. Now I'm gonna go straight to the daily time frame, okay, and see what we have on the daily time frame. Okay, if you look at the daily time frame, you would agree with me that S&P 500 is signaling, all right, a bit bearish. Now, firstly, you would see the first this swing to the upside. Okay, that was the high that was made. I think that's the highest level that has been achieved, and that was achieved January 28th, right? And then also you can see since then it has failed to break that particular level, so you have multiple rejections there, and then with a massive body close below. And even with the whole momentum move to the upside, which was on the 6th of February on a Friday, you can see the impulsive move to the upside. It still failed to break this level, okay, meaning we have a level set right here. Okay, that's the high, the highest, that is the all-time high, right, of S&P 500. Okay, so I'm going to step down before I do that, and then immediately after this swing to the upside, you can see a bearish move to the downside, signaling that this trend line, remember I usually say trend lines are just an imaginary lines, okay, but then you can see the trend to the downside that got respected. So what are we looking for? I am personally looking at selling S&P 500. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 4-hourly time frame, and right on it 4-hourly time frame, you can see clearly from the 4-hourly time frame that this trend line has been rightly respected. Okay, and you can see these levels. If you were to take a trade, of course this level got tested right there, and then we're bearish. But then where did I get my entry from? Okay, this is the 4-hourly time frame, and usually I do my things on the 4-hourly time frame because of course it's a very lovely time frame to trade from. Okay, so you can see the body close below. I usually talk about body close below the levels. You can see a clear body close. This is a break of structure for me. All right, that's a clear break. And also the 7 a.m candles or 8 a.m candles on the 4-hourly time frame closed bearish. So what does that tell me? It tells me that my sellers are quite valid, okay, until otherwise stated. Okay, so you can see this is a clear drop to the downside, failed to break this level, this level here, and then push to the upside, failed to break the top. So meaning our BS may start coming in, and then after the next following swing, you can see a full massive close below with body close, and then push to the upside, fail to break. What does that tell us? Our BS are coming in. All right, so if I go to the 1-hourly time frame, of course you could have taken this trade right from there, but just for confirmation purposes, all right, just for confirmation purposes, maybe we've seen this one at about yesterday, okay, at 16 o'clock got formed. This one at 20 o'clock, that's 8 p.m got formed, closed bearish, closed bullish. Now how do we now get an entry? Okay, so these are entries were taken from here. Just a quick one, okay. Entry was taken from this other block right here. Now remember, the sellers can be invalidated, so our stop loss are always required. So just right here, okay, we got tapped in right there, and our stop loss just slightly above. Now slightly above what level? I'm going to put it slightly above this level. All right, and then now you can be a bit of, if you're being conservative, that's fine and all that, but then we are not looking at the SL values or anything. You want to be protected enough to stay in the trade. All right, you want to be protected enough to stay in the trade. So that's it, just right above there. And our first target is this area right here. So on the 1 hourly, you can see that I have this accumulation zone to my left, so that will be my first exit. And then probably I'm going to be holding for the long term. If I go back to the 4-hourly time frame, I'm going to be holding up until this level. Okay, or let me use the daily time frame. So we're going to be holding right up onto this level. Okay, and then back to the 1 hour, and then we're good to go. Okay, so you can see the market is returning probably to our entry. And guess what? Now it's quite beautiful because you can see this is a rejection. This is a clean rejection indicating buyers coming in. All right, this is indicating buyers coming in. But then it's indicating buyers coming. You can see it failed to break with body close. All right, so you consider this a sweep. But if you go to the 4-hourly time frame, you'll notice that this, despite that it's a sweep, but the 4-hourly closed bearish relative to the previous candle. Right, the 4-hourly candle closed bearish relative to the previous. So I'm going to be holding my sellers. Right, I'm going to be holding my sellers until probably it's taken out, or probably I don't use break even on trades depending on certain conditions. Okay, so this is how we got the sales for S&P 500. So stay guided, stay informed. Do kindly send your questions to the comment section. Our links to our channels and our groups are on our profile. Kindly do well to subscribe and then join us. Cheers.